subscribe. Darling Radio. Like and subscribe.
So much. Let me get some more people in here. Let's get scared, not scared. Scared, not scared. Hop on in. Mr. Scared, not scared. Hop on in. You're not saying nothing. All right. So we're going to move it on down. We're going to get some more folks up in here because we do have a lot of people in here. Let's get Bal Jeet. Bal Jeet. Let's get Bal Jeet in the building. Miss-
What's up, Tariq?
What's up, Bal?
Can you hear me? Sorry, it's kind of breaking up.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you great.
Okay, that's better. I had a couple of questions for you. I did want to start off and say that you are a great roaster, and though I think I disagree with a lot of your stances. You make me laugh a lot, dude, and I appreciate it with
Now,
your
Bal, what
roasting.
do you disagree with?
What's that?
Now, what do you disagree with, sir?
I can't think of anything now, but like I've listened before. I remember I first listened to the show.
Yeah.
It wasn't that long ago, and I was actually surprised on how much we actually did agree on,
Okay.
actually. But anyways, I just wanted to get two questions. Because I know some FBAs, and I don't know if it's all of them. I mean, I don't think you guys are really a monolith, right? But like,
That's
what is your,
43
what's
million,
that?
43 million Black Americans. So that's
Yeah. So what is your opinion on Trump? That's my first question, and my second question is, if you got, it's kind of maybe it's a silly question, but yeah, I'm just curious. If you got ultimate power of America, what would you do? Like, would you uh, make segregation a thing? Would you send Europeans back to Europe? Like, what would you do if you had ultimate power in America? And
well,
I'll leave it with that.
there you go. Good question. Good question. First question, what I think about Trump. I don't like, I was kind of neutral about Trump because I don't like Trump wasn't doing anything to black people. But now with Trump and this National Guard going into black areas, I'm not cool with that whatsoever. So now I put him in the same vein as the Democrats, persona non grata to me. Yeah. So he's doing the same shit the Democrats are doing. So they're playing good cop, bad cop, but they're playing the same game. Now, if I had ultimate power in this country, it'd be a lot of phenomenal changes. It'd be some phenomenal changes out here. We would make reparations the number one priority. That would be number one. We get reparations popping. We would clear the country of illegal drugs. We would do that. We would so many things that we would do. We would get rid of all of the extremist groups. We would get that would be a major priority. Get all of these internalized extremist groups who do mass shootings every other week. I'd have the National Guard on their asses. You understand? Um, we would bring jobs back here instead of that foreign job shit, all the jobs sent out to India and China. We would for real bring all the jobs here, get these factories open back in the Detroits and the Clevelands and the Pittsburghs and all of that. I would get everybody back working. This would be a functional society for everybody. Um, all of the repressive segregation that's still de facto in this country that would be taken up out of here. And here's another thing too. Um, we would put in some measures if people have issues with their ethnic groups being genetically wiped out. I would put in measures to ensure that they would not be wiped out. There's things you can do to make sure that people's ethnic groups are protected without creating a goddamn global system of damn vile ass oppression. So yeah, and Neely Fuller talked about that. He said, yeah, we can make sure that certain, you want your ethnic group to continue on. There's measures that can be taken to make sure that happens. That can be ensured. There's things you can do. You don't have to create a whole global damn system where you're militarily suppressing everybody, which is further accelerating your decline. Your birth numbers are dwindling even more, and I'm talking about the white supremacists. That shit has not worked out for them. So there's a lot of things I would do, but I would make sure that there would be justice, real justice, guaranteeing that nobody's mistreated and guaranteeing that those who need the most constructive help get the most constructive help. You know? All right, let me get some more folks in here. Um, Let me see. We got a lot of people in here. Let's get K2. K
Yeah,
is that what that scared? Is that scared?
yeah, scarred, not scared. Yeah.
Sorry.
What's up, bro? Hey, I got three quick points, right? Cause I ain't trying to hold y'all up.
Yeah.
I'm in DC. I'm from DC. Basically, what y'all saying is viral videos of them pressing like high crime areas, but it ain't shit going on. Like they pretty much just a bunch of photo ops. Them pressing people out. They
Right.
not really locking up. They not stopping no crime for real.
They're not. Oh, yeah.
Y'all already know DC crime rate been down like 28% even before Trump started this shit. So
Yeah.
it's all some bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
That's one thing I wanted to say. Second point I wanted to make, it was a young lady went missing in Hyattsville recently, a young black woman, and they found her body in Bowie or something like that. And it was a legal immigrant that wound up killing her. This happened in our area, like in the PG area, Hyattsville, and they found her body in Bowie. So there's like a big thing going on here now.
Oh, yeah. I'm
And
familiar.
it was a legal immigrant who killed her. So that's, excuse my French, but
Yeah.
yeah. So and then the third thing, this is my last point. Bud Crawford, Terrence Crawford is fighting Canelo. The fight coming up. You know, Canelo like the great Mexican hope or whatever. Bro, his fans racist as hell. Like when you read their comments, like we talking about Bud beating his ass and how we better fighters and this, that, and the third. They like go back to Africa, shit like that. It's just like, bro, his fans racist as shit. So y'all gonna see like the difference between how we root for our greats and like we just it's strictly we're better than y'all versus they're the way that they root is just they're gonna be racist towards us and then he's still gonna get his ass beat. That's all I just wanted to say.
There it is. There it is. Thank you so much, brother. Let's get Scooby.
Yeah, Scooby Steve. What's up, Tariq?
What's up, Scooby Steve? How are you, brother?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good, Steve. Where you from? California? Where you from, Steve?
Nah, New York, bro.
New York. Shout out to New York. So what's on your mind, Scooby Steve?
So my mind is what's on my mind is like the foundational black Americans, like where did they come from though?
What do you mean? Where do foundational Black Americans come
Did they come from sub-Saharan Africa?
Foundational Black Americans, we're a mix. We had an ethnogenesis. Some came from sub-Saharan Africa, some came from Northern Africa, some came from East Africa, some came from the Aboriginal Black people who were already here on this land. And there was a mixture, and that mixture caused an ethnogenesis. And we became just a brand new ethnic group with new cultures, new spiritual energy, and the whole shebang. So we're a combination of different things, but we are the oldest ethnic group here.
Yeah. So that's good. That's the people. So but did you have written history and the wheel in sub-Saharan Africa before Europeans came?
Yeah, there's some cave drawings in Libya that goes about 7,000 years, and you can look this up online. There's Black Africans with wheels.
So 7,000.
Yeah, 7,000 years. There's a cave.
But they didn't have it in year 4,000 or 3,000 or 2,000 or 1,000 or a couple years ago. That's what I'm kind of dealing with. Is I kind of agree with you that our black brothers and our African brothers in America, they have a right to America because we brought them here. They were here and they did work. They put in their due labor and their generations, and I just think it should be fair for everyone. This notion that African society, which sub-Saharan Africa has never had an actual civilization, actual society. So we're more talking about when you talk about Africa in terms of writing and mathematics and stuff. You're talking about that comes from the Arab conquest, especially from the Middle East and Saudi Arabia and Mesopotamia, the Jews, all that. So
You had
I just want to get your take on it. I'm not a hater. You'll never catch me hating.
okay. No,
You know what I mean. But
slow down,
I just think uh
Steve. Slow down, Steve. Let's slow down. Just had to mute you for a second. Just slow down. You don't have to rush. Let's slow down, Steve. If you say something, I'd love to answer it. Let's go back and forth with this thing. All right.
let's hear it. Say it loud and say it proud.
That's
You
right.
know?
That's right. But yeah, you had writing systems in East Africa and Egypt. Those were black people who had writing systems and sophisticated societies in East Africa, West Africa. You did. You had Dartichet. You had Mali, the Mali Empire. You had Mansa Musa was the richest man in recorded history. Was in West Africa. So you had great civilizations in West Africa. Um, and we talk about Islamic influence. Well, those are still black people. Now you still had some black.
No, that's in terms of writing and literally history, historically. It's in terms of like uh, getting a record of something. So that's writing, and that's they did not have that in sub-Saharan Africa until Europeans got there.
But here's the thing: the Europeans didn't have that really until y'all lost that when the Romans.
Not true. The Greeks, the Jews. I mean, we've been writing
The
since. I mean,
Greek, Greek
that's not true.
got American, sir.
5000 BC. Like how long? Like how
Greeks,
long do you have to go back?
no Greeks.
Rome, and the Greeks and the Jews, the Torah. The
Yeah,
Torah. How old is the Torah?
Rome and
That's
Greece.
written.
Slow down. Rome and Greece got it from Africa, sir. They were doing carbon copies of what was happening in Africa. Even the Greeks said they had to go study down in Egypt. They had to study from the black people in Africa, sir. They didn't have no writing. They didn't have anything going on in Greece until like the 25th dynasty in Egypt. I mean, Egypt it went through 25 damn dynasties before.
So are you claiming the ancient world? But
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
yeah, I guess you're claiming an improvable
but,
fact
but
is that like the black.
slow down. You brought up Greece. You're talking about ancient Greece. You ain't talking about modern Greece. Modern Greece is the ghetto, low key. So you ain't talking about modern Greece. You brought up Greece, sir. Right?
No, well, what I brought up is Western civilization and writing and
Right.
philosophy. So
Slow,
what
slow down. That's Greece and Rome. Wasn't shit else going on in no Europe. What else was going on in Europe besides Greece and Rome?
who invented philosophy?
Hold on. Egyptians, Africans. That's where they got it from. Philosophy. You had Imhotep. You had ancient African people doing all of that.
Prove it.
Yeah. I just
Show me one. Please prove it.
named Imhotep. Some of the Greek philosophers would talk about how they would study African history and African philosophy, and they would do basically carbon copy.
Was it called philosophy? No, there was no such thing as philosophy. It was the Egyptians in the ancient world obviously had knowledge, but
Right.
it wasn't until Europeans and Greeks and Romans and the Greeks found this and studied it, and it's called a thing called Renaissance. I mean, the Roman Empire was one thing, and then you have the Christian Church and Christendom literally, envelop Europe. We live in a European world. So I don't know what you mean when you talk about these terms. We're talking in Christian terms. We're talking about in what the Western civilization, because the Western world has uh we are the dominating force, whether you like it or not. What
Let's slow down, but let's slow down. I got to mute you because you're just saying stuff. I'm like, okay, you're just kind of saying stuff, sir. The Christian story, some of that stuff was old, ancient African Egyptian
it's
story.
the truth. It don't matter. It don't matter.
Slow down. Even the story of Christ, the Trinity, Isis and Horus and Heru. That's the story of Jesus. These are old African stories, sir. But now you're talking, you're kind of jumping all over the place.
Brother, there is no African story. There's only one story, brother.
Yeah, there's an African story. What do you mean there's no
There is no African story. There's only one story.
What's the story?
The truth.
Right, and that's African and black and,
Yeah, you're included, brother. Don't feel left out. Don't feel left out.
how can I feel left out? And I'm from an ancient people, and black people have been around for millions of years. You guys have only been around for a few thousand. So what left out
Oh,
of
what if a white man said, "Oh, my people, my Aryan people, we're ancient people.
that's
We've been doing shit. We got traded.
which is true. You didn't even get out of Europe until 500 years ago. So
Why would we have to though? We
y-
were under the ice. You weren't. You were in this. You were in the global south. You had very good condition. We were in the ice, brother.
right. So you just got out the ice. So well,
Oh, just got out the ice. Yeah, yeah, just got out the ice, and now we have nuclear bombs, right?
yeah, how's that work?
So.
How's that working out? That's not really a flex. So
Wait.
uh,
But you invented. But you're American, right? You're the foundational Black American.
right.
You created America.
Yes, we
You
did.
created nuclear bombs. You created all this shit, right?
No, we didn't want to do all that, but yeah, we
Yeah,
created.
yeah, right. But you don't want all that, right? You don't want all the planes, trains, automobiles that you're.
Yeah, many of those things we had a hand in creating.
Oh, you did not make a Mercedes. Never, nigga. Shut up.
Okay.
You did not put the.
Oh, here you go. That racism coming right on out. Oh, coming right on out. Oh,
You did not put the chrome on the bench.
uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, oh, Scooby. See, when you start hitting them with facts, they start trolling out. Uh-oh. When you hit these whites,
Come on, you gotta agree with me. You never
uh-oh.
put the chrome on the Benz. Never,
Now when
never.
you start hitting these white supremacists with facts, now they want to troll out. Now, Scooby, now Scooby,
You know I was spitting. All right, like I'll give you your day. I'll.
if it were not for us, because you sound like one of these Irish dudes, you'd be still over there in Ireland hitting your grandma in the head over a damn potato if it were not for foundational black.
Hey, listen, nigga. I ain't.
No, no, don't say stuff on the phone that you can't.
I'm right here, bro. I'm right here.
Don't do that. You white supremacists try to talk all this weirdo shit, and then in person you get slapped red, and then go run and press charges like a bitch. You be on you be on trial like Cassie. Hollering about you got beat and peed on. You dig? So don't try to talk
Bro,
tough.
I'm right here.
Don't come on. You get beat up and peed on. Don't talk tough on the phone with all that nigga ass. Don't do that. Come on. You sound like a weenie. All right, Scooby Steve. Anything else? Because now your trolling is getting kind of lame. Yeah.
Yeah, I had to do it. I had to do it.
Yeah. I thought you
But good, yo, good talk.
about to mix it up on some real history. See, thank you. Get out of here. I'm thinking we about to mix it up. That's trolling is their way of tapping out. Come on now. I'm thinking we about to get out. And he went on and tapped out. That's why it's good to know history. I'm ready to get it in. I'm ready to get on with it. Yeah, the white supremacists, yeah, when they lose that tapping out is their little parachute and trolling. They start trolling and tapping out. That's their parachute. All right. Yeah, I'm ready to get it in. Now we're gonna go and talk about some real history. And let me tell you something. That's what the white supremacists all do. See, they hope we don't know. They'll come in talking about trying to debunk some history, hoping we don't know. I want y'all to understand their tactics. They come in lying about history, talking about what we didn't do and what they did and all this, and they hope we don't know. And when they see that we do know that they're full of shit and we can debunk it, then the trolling starts. And trolling is their way of tapping out. That's their way of admitting defeat without saying that they've been defeated. All right. Let me get some more folks in here. Let's get name cannot be blank. Name cannot be blank. Shout out to everybody in here. We in here.
just like 30 seconds to let you know that the previous person who was up before, just block that dude. He was in my space earlier this evening talking shit about white people. He's not on anybody's side. He's on the Jewish side. Just block him.
Oh, okay. All right. This is he's a known troll. Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
A lot of these guys. All right. Let me see who we got. Let's get we got a lot of folks. Let's get Jonah Jameson. Jonah Jameson in the building. Mr. Jonah Jameson in the building. Oh, while we're waiting on Jonah, let's get K2. K2.
Hello.
Hey, K.
Hey, look. Hey, look, you is so funny, man. I'm up here doing this homework. This shit is crazy as hell. It's so funny. But look, I got so much to say, but it's so crazy how these folks is crazy. Like the one dude that was on there, like, talking about, like they talk about he said, look, I can't even think about the shit. He said, cause the truth. He was like, it's another story, the truth. Y'all just so the indoctrination is a mug. Like, what are you
Go ahead.
talking about? If somebody wrote they want his story, but that shit is crazy. Like, but why like somebody said earlier too that we waking up before anybody else or something. I don't even know what I was looking at. It probably wasn't here, but I don't know. It's just a fact. Like these folks crazy. They don't.
Thank you, sister. Thank you. All right, let me get some more folks in. Let me get Brother Ant, CEO in the building. Brother Ant, CEO in the building. Ant, what's up, Ant? Brother Ant,
What's going on, Flex? Can you hear me?
I can hear you, brother. What's happening?
Yeah, I wanted to come up when that guy was speaking. You could tell he's very low IQ. The way he brought up with the whole you guys didn't invent the wheel and you guys didn't have second story building and writing. That is propaganda and lies pushed by Nick Fuentes.
Oh, yeah.
Marquette Devon did a good piece on this. He already debunked this point multiple times, and this is public information. He didn't actually debunk it as far as it's coming from him. This is public information. You can look at if you go down that Nile River, that because they love to say that the Egyptians were white and the Egyptians were black. Just go down to the Nile River. You go to Nubia. They had pyramids in Nubia as well. You can go look at multiple sub-Saharan African empires. The Mali Empire, which was Mansa Musa. You can go look at the Great Zimbabwean empires. That was in the 11th century. They have history of 30-foot high buildings that they actually built back then. So when they say these things, they're not actually doing research. They hear Nick Fuentes said and just, oh, it's just true because Nick Fuentes said. And it's so funny coming from a person with the Irish flag in his bio. You're a traitor. You fled your homeland and came to America. You didn't even come to America from the inception. You came to America. You came over here between 1880, likely your family came over here between 1880 and likely 1940. You're an immigrant. You're not even a true American. You haven't been here since 1776. You can't trace your lineage back to the 1860 census. So when people say these things, it's like we have to. That's why I always say we have to ask these people, where's your family from? Even if you're from a European descent,
Yeah.
your family fled here. You're not an actual Anglo. You haven't even been here in this homeland. You came to America, a country that was already in place, and then you claim to be American. We're further removed. Any Black American, any foundational Black American is further removed from anywhere than these same people who are so pro-American. You came over to our country. You left your country for a reason because it's a shithole. So I wish I could have come up here and debated him, but I appreciate you letting me speak to him.
Thank you so much. Yeah, that dude, that white supremacist Scooby dude. Yeah, he was gonna troll out because you start hitting them with facts and all that. Then they start tapping out by trolling. So we know they get out. We know how they get out. All right, we'll take a couple of more calls here because we have a lot of folks in here. Much respect to you guys. I see cousin Jerry down there. Respect. And don't forget, guys, we got an event at the Hidden History Museum, October 4th. The Funny Fun Fest. It's gonna be what is it? The funny what's the hell called? Funny Fest. I forgot. Funny Fall Fest. Shit, I'm getting confused. Funny Fall Fest. And we're gonna be in the building. Let me get some more calls. Let's see. Raise your hands, raise your hand. Let's get Miss Mouse in here. Let's get Mouse in the building. What's going on, Miss Mouse? Miss Mouse, unmute your microphone, ma'am. All right, Miss Mouse is not unmuting. Let's get Genius, brother Genius in the building. Let's get Genius in the building. Hey, how you doing, brother?
Man, listen, man. First of all, want to give flowers to you, bro. I mean, you are the most righteous brother I know right now.
Back.
But let me, you family, man. But let me just, I got two things I want to say. I'm gonna land my plane. I promise you.
Yeah.
But the first thing I want to say is, can I just please pick a pick a gripe with you?
Go ahead. What is it?
Just okay. Now, my lovely wife Karima, she's sitting right here next to me, right? Now, I mentioned this to you before. Whenever you have ever done anything live, like a live, like you live, has anybody ever walked up on you while you're doing a live? Ever?
I think yeah, in Hawaii's.
That was me and my wife.
Okay. I
Remember, and we was upset because when I last one was talking to you, it's like I don't remember you. And my wife was like, she was so hurt. I said, he didn't remember us, man.
because
You will always remember us because of that, man. And we were waiting for you right there in the lobby for you to get through. And I was like, you got up and walked away. I said, this dude look like Herman the Monster. This big Tariq, you was a big. My wife was like, he had to bend down to get on the elevator. I'm like, Tariq, I thought calling you. Anyway,
yeah,
I want.
but I meet people all the time.
Yeah, yeah, I know,
It's just
I know.
hard to remember everybody. So
But that's why I knew if I at least said that, you would be like, yeah, in Hawaii, because we live here. I live in Hawaii.
oh, cool, cool, cool. Were you in the military?
I was in the Air Force, but that's not the reason why I wound up here.
Okay, okay.
But anyway, what I wanted to ask you, bro, was so from this point on, you're gonna, remember us because you gave us a hug and we took pictures, and you was like, oh, they found me. Anyway,
Yes, indeed.
but that's what I wanted to say to you, bro. All the Hidden Color series, I love them. I love them all. What I wanted to know was, you ever thought about doing like a hidden like a hidden on the level of the stuff that they don't want to talk about when it comes to the ancient blacks, like hidden, like hidden archaeology, how they hide a lot of the ancient stuff.
Well,
That
that's kind of. Thank you for the call. That's kind of what we do already.
yeah.
Talk about ancient stuff, and we uncover a lot of ancient stuff, and that's what we talk about. Oh, we got Bubba. We got Bubba the Bigot in here. Oh, we ain't heard from Bubba the Bigot in a long time. What's up, Bubba the Bigot? What's happening? Bubba, what's up? Unmute that mic. Bubba, unmute that mic. We got to get Bubba the Bigot up in here because Bubba the Bigot is very passionate about his white supremacist views. Bubba, unmute that mic because we got time tonight. I'm going to bring Ant back up if you get on here. Yeah, we got time for you. Okay, Bubba, he's, I don't know if he's stalling or whatever. But yeah, we're going to, when you're ready, just go ahead and hit that unmute button and then let's get it in, Bubba. Bubba is very, very passionate about his views. Let's get Abby. Oh, Bubba bounced. Okay. Let's get Abby. Hop on in. Abby, hop on in. We're waiting on Abby to lock in. Abby, you in here? Yo, how you?
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Where you calling from, Abby?
Yeah, I'm calling from Nigeria.
Oh, Nigeria. What's up?
Yeah, yeah. Huh?
Okay, let me deal with Bubba because yeah, the Nigerians y'all take forever to get to a point. What's up, Bubba?
Oh no, I just wanted to comment on the last guy when he's talking about Mansa Musa. Mansa Musa existed 2,000 years after the Egyptians, by
We
the
know that.
way.
We know that. And
Yeah, when you go, okay, all right, in the first place, Tutankhamun, when they did his genetic testing for for his haplotype, he was originated from the original Armenians. Or what do you call it? Yeah, he was a Caucasoidal race.
Mansa Musa was a West African king. It was
I'm talking about Tutankhamun.
who?
Tutankhamun. What do you call it? King Tut?
Oh, okay. Oh, good. King Tutankhamun. Tutankhamun. Yeah, he wasn't no damn. He was black too. Shit. So what?
Yeah, okay. So it defied the laws of genetics and all that.
gen-
Yeah, I just wanted to let you
So
guys
what?
know.
You tried to say? Y'all tried to say that King Tut was white. He was our.
Well, I guess his haplotype was from some Caucasoidal race, but
So you trying to say he was Armenian, like Kim Kardashian?
not Armenian, but he's what do you call it? His haplotype originated from the Caucasoids, from the Caucasus, just like everybody else, or even the Levant.
How,
The Phoenicians,
so how in the hell would he get to?
the Phoenicians
So
were
how
from a
up in Africa from the Caucasoid Mountains?
because of freaking migration and the haplogroups that travel down to the areas.
So
Like thinking about of like haplogroups of like sub-Saharan Africa,
okay,
they originated from like haplogroup from that area, and they did not exceed further past the Sahara Desert.
so he left the Caucasoid Mountains in Europe and went to Africa, and then
That
they created all that civilization, but they didn't do it in the Caucasoid Mountain area.
yeah, they probably did that about like 10,000 BC.
Then how come they went somewhere else and built all that civilization, but didn't build it where they originated from?
There was many catastrophic events: the Bronze Age collapse, the uh, different sets of migrations. They all moved to the Mediterranean. The Mediterranean is very moderate temperature. I mean, it's a fine in California, Australia, and in the Mediterranean. It's considered the best weather on the face of the planet.
But you just be saying shit.
What, the Mediterranean climate? You never heard of that?
Bubba, you all over the place with the bullshit. Okay, Bubba. Um,
Go. Do you want me to post something on
Bubba,
the?
King
Want me to post it
was
like
Caucasian, man.
abstract or something? Or
King Tut wasn't Caucasian.
no, but his haplotype was.
Haplo Snaplo nothing. That was a
When
black
when
African.
they have his sarcophagus, I think in the Smithsonian or no, I think the British Museum. They extracted his DNA. They did genetic testing. They did his what they did is his mitochondrial DNA or his YRTNA, and it turns out that he was from a Caucasoidal race.
No.
You
No.
could look.
Yeah, we saw what they looked like. They weren't Caucasians.
You saw what they look like.
Yes, sir.
Or,
I've
or
been I've
like
been I've
a
been to
freaking
the I've been
show you.
all over Egypt. I've been to the Egyptian Museum. Yeah, they were not
The
okay.
Egyptians are very Arab, and that's from the Umayyad Caliphate, and they're definitely not black.
What's black black?
Black is like sub-Saharan Africa, like L1, L2. Like a E1 BA.
Just like the face on the Sphinx. The face on the Sphinx has a Bantu look. That's why Napoleon and those guys shot the face off of it. All right.
Yeah, well, it could have also fallen from like a number of other things. The freaking thing is like 4,000 years old.
Yeah, but they everything stood but the damn nose. They always shot the nose off them shits, right?
Very convincing, Tyreek. I believe you're correct.
Right. King Tut's grandmother. Look up Queen I. Tiye or Tye. Look up her and tell me how Caucasian she is. Got life size molds of that woman's face. Take a good look at her face. Queen Tiye. That's King Tut's grandmother.
Tye Queen. What's her name?
Ty. Tiye. Look up images of her. Queen Ty.
Queen
Yeah.
Ty. Okay. All right. Let me see right here.
Take a look at her. Does that look like a Caucasian?
What do you call it? Oh, yeah. What do you call it? Yeah, she looks like not exactly black.
Really? Really?
Dude, You see Kim
Really?
Kardashian? She's dark skinned like that too.
Really?
Do you, have you seen Armenians?
Really? Come on, you can't just do I'm white and I say so, dude. You just can't.
Like, you want me to supersede like what?
Oh,
Like genetic
you gonna
testing?
sit up and say this black ass woman don't look black?
This black ass woman.
Really?
Oh yeah, she did. Dude, she looks like the original. Does she look like
Oh,
FBA
no,
necessarily?
no, no,
Thanks.
come on, dude. Okay, let me get Ant. Ant, hop on in, Ant. Let's get Ant in here. Ant CEO. What's up, Ant? Waiting on Ant to unmute. I hope there's no double mute there. There he is. What's up, Ant? Uh-oh. I don't know what's going on with the thing, Ant. We'll have Ant call back up. But yeah, Bubba, yeah, that whole just being in denial or I'm white and I say so when you just got all the evidence there. You know good and well that this is clearly a black woman. There's nothing Caucasian about this woman at all.
She's very beautiful.
Right. So yeah, that's King Tut's grandmother. Black as hell, sir. Let me get my brother Daniel. Brother Dan, what's up, Daniel? Unmute your mic. There you go.
Yo, can you hear me? Yo, can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
I don't know if this dude is drunk or high or a combination of all of them. Like, he's saying these Armenian features came from the king of
The art,
Egypt. Wait,
it happened over 42,000 years ago.
so you saying, right, with a straight face,
They do not
that you
look
believe that they
like.
came down from Armenia to rule the Egyptians at the time? That's what you believe?
Yes, they did
You
not look.
understand how dumb that sounds,
Do
right?
you think people looked like we did 42,000 years ago? I don't know what to say. We had wars.
Okay, I got an idea, right?
Civilization.
What probably happened, right? What probably happened is maybe some of his descendants ended up in Armenia or whatever,
And
and
there
that's
became
probably
a
what
problem.
happened. But I
They
don't
were not
think he descended from them.
Egyptian ruling
Maybe
class.
they descended from him, not him descending from them. It doesn't even make sense.
What doesn't make sense? I'm not telling you anything. I'm just telling
Okay,
you
okay,
that I
okay, okay. In anthropology, right? Who's the older group, the Egyptians or the Armenians?
I'm not. They were from the Armenian region. Armenia did not
Just
exist.
ask the
That's what
question. Answer the question, right? Answer
Caucasus.
the question.
From the Caucasus,
What's
Central
what's the older group? What is the older
Caspian,
group?
and underneath Russia.
What is the older group? You understand how dumb you sound now?
Yet they migrated over 42,000 years ago.
Okay, so
How
if the
long?
Egyptians are an older
Tell me,
group, there's no
anthropology,
way. Listen,
Mr.
this is simple
Anthropology.
logic,
How
bro.
how long?
There's
You know,
no way they descended
what
from them
common
if
measure
they're the older group.
here?
You understand that, right?
All right, okay, yeah, go ahead.
All right, cool. You understand everything about them is recessive, which meaning they're the younger group, not the older group.
Oh, thank you. You want to go over Mendelian genetics? Okay, go ahead. What's your theory? What's your hypothesis? I
All
love
right,
to hear it.
you ready for the answer? Just want to make sure you're listening. Yeah, can you hear
Yep.
me? Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes,
All right,
I
cool.
can hear you.
So you understand how genetics work. There's dominant and recessive traits. You do understand that the Caucasian group is a recessive trait, meaning it's younger than the older group. You understand that, right?
Yeah,
Okay, so this is science. So there's no way a recessive trait can actually produce a dominant trait.
it's not how it
That's
works, man.
exactly how it works. It's called Mendel's square. I mean, a Punnett square through Mendel's law. You
It's
understand that,
not.
right?
It is. It is the existence of the dominant traits
Hmm.
that are expressed. The
Okay, so
recessive traits
if he comes
are
from a
not.
dominant trait
It's not about
society,
how. It's
they
about whether or not
produce
are expressed.
recessive traits.
It has nothing to
Recessive
do
people
with King
don't
Tut.
produce dominant people. You understand that, right?
Yes, dude. Dude, I
Okay,
love your.
so
I love
just so let's take a
your
step
mind.
back from that. Understanding that basic, having that basic understanding, which is like third grade level, right? There is no way he could have produced a King Tut, but there is generations down the line, and King Tut could have produced him. You see it right here with Patrick Mahomes, his dad. Patrick Mahomes' dad is a dark-skinned Black American man. Patrick Mahomes' child looks like a Caucasian kid
Maybe he's
because
quadroon.
that's
Maybe
two
he's
that is
he's a
two that
quadroon.
is two generations right there of recessive traits being infused. It doesn't work the other way around. You understand that,
Oh,
right?
okay. Let's go. Okay, let's go. Let's go
But
back
let's
into
let's acknowledge that part before we move on
go.
because y'all get drunk and y'all say a bunch of stuff in a row. But you do
No,
understand that
no,
part, right?
no, you're a moron.
You said
When
what
I say
now?
something 2,000 years ago, you obviously don't understand the scale of
No,
time.
I
But
understand science, and then 4,000 years ago, it would be even a bigger, more dramatic
I,
difference over the course of 4,000 years,
that existed over the first appearance of the genes through genetic drift, through genetic migration.
bro. That
We
has
could
nothing to do with what we talking about. We're talking
well,
about these two people.
they,
You're
they
saying that a older group descended from a younger
I
group.
don't
That makes no
claim
sense.
I don't want to explain nucleotides and shit like that to you,
That
dude.
has nothing to do with the conversation. Look, you're trying to make
I
it more.
don't.
You're trying to make it complex when it's real simple. An older group cannot descend from a younger group. The
Dude,
timelines don't match up. It's that simple.
what, why don't you explain to me what a haplotype
Can
is?
you drive a 2023 car in 1985?
Dude,
That's the equivalent of what you're telling us right now.
no, that's not how it
No, I'm
works.
saying, but that's how you're telling us. You're trying
Even
to tell us that older group, a younger group
receive
produced an older group. That's what you're trying to tell us.
no, that's not how it works. You
That's what I'm telling you. That's what you're saying. You're
the
saying it works like
the
that.
Caucasoidal races that have moved down there, they were not
You are
necessarily
trying to tell us with
originated.
a straight
No,
face that a
the reason
younger group
why
produced an
the
older group.
white-ish was from the Greeks and the Italian. The Greeks and the Etruscans were mostly Nordic white-looking people. The people of the Armenian races were probably more akin to dark-skinned people
Why?
or
Why is that? Explain
the
that.
Mediterranean.
Why is that? Explain it.
Hmm?
Because
Why
the
is
darker
that?
group is older, correct? And the
You-
further north you go, the lighter they get, correct?
what do you call it?
The
No, that's
further
not,
north you go, the lighter they get, correct?
dude. Are you talking about it over 42,000 years ago? 42,000 years ago,
Listen,
70,000 years ago was the first birth
listen
of
for 1 second, man.
common,
You're throwing out
right?
a bunch of numbers.
70,000 years
It,
ago
it,
is
it,
the
it doesn't even really have to be all this, bro. It's real simple. An older group, a younger group cannot produce an older group. It's that simple.
yes, but you obviously do not understand what I'm saying. Yeah, it flies over your
Listen,
head.
no, I can explain it to you. I just can't understand it for you. You
Okay, what is haplotypes? What's haplotypes, Brady?
listen again.
You do not know.
You have
Oh
dominant
man,
and recessive traits. You can produce recessive from dominant, but you can't produce dominant from recessive, especially over the time period you're talking about. It's really simple. Like every time y'all get drunk, y'all start saying a bunch of words y'all think with multiple
I,
syllables like it's supposed to mean
you know,
something.
you know what? You know what? I think a better question is why don't we discuss haplogroups, right?
You just said that the
You know,
man descended
my
from a
my
older
friend,
group. It makes no
uh,
sense.
my friend, we need an
You
expert
know
here. I
what?
think a question to ask
Thank you
is
so much, Tariq.
uh,
How,
will
you
you
have a hopefully you sober up, bro.
you explain haplogroups? Could you please bring up Murat?
Can you hear me?
Okay, bro.
Hello.
We got Ant. Ant, we hear you. Go ahead, brother.
Okay. Bubba, I have a. Can you hear me?
Bubba, can you hear?
Yes, yes.
Okay, I have a
I
question.
can.
That study that you said where they pulled up the, would you say the mitochondria? What did you say?
The mitochondrial DNA
Yeah. Who
and
did
the
that?
Y.
Who did that study? You know?
Oh, let me guess, dude. I don't know. Who's the father of genetics?
Hold on.
Was it
Hold on. The low IQ. That's a low IQ response. I'm asking you a question based on the thing that you brought up. So I'm asking you, can you please tell me who did the study that you bring it up into a conversation?
what do you want to say about those people who
You're not
created it?
answering the question. This is the low IQ talking point. Can you
I
answer the
love your
question, please?
rhetorical questions, and I love your.
Who created the study? Who did the study? I'm curious. I would like to know.
Oh, it's my buddy Murat who did the study.
Okay, you're low IQ. This is why you don't actually have a point. So
and
actually, if you
and
do a quick
and
Google search,
and
go ahead.
if you pull up that study, yeah. So hi guys, thanks for bringing me up. I am FBA as well, Foundational Black Armenian. But that haplogroup study of King Tut, his group is R1b Z2103. Now I know that because that's the exact same haplogroup that I have. Bubba, I don't think is that familiar with the facts of this, which is okay, but he is correct. King Tut's haplogroup is
Who
from
did the
West
study,
Asia.
Baba?
His haplogroup is from West Asia. Now, this is the 18th dynasty
Who did the
of.
study?
I'm not sure. I'm scientists. I don't know
Okay,
what. What does
so
that
this
matter?
is my point. This
Hold
is
on.
my point.
Don't.
No,
Let me
because you
let me just
came in to cut
explain.
me
Let me
off. You
explain
came
it
in to
real
cut
quick.
me off. So be quiet. Calm down. Low
What-
impulse control. Calm down.
I'm trying to.
Quiet.
I don't think you
You came
understand
in and cut me
I
off,
don't
so
think
I
you
would like to
understand how
finish.
haplogroups
You
work.
came in and cut me off, so you have to be quiet when people are speaking. I
I
know you have a low IQ and you struggle with that.
I
You
don't
be
have a
quiet.
low IQ. I
Be
actually know a lot
Bro,
about
quiet.
this
Calm
I
topic.
don't
down.
think you understand about
Calm down.
genetics.
Calm down. Low impulse control. Calm down. Let me finish because I came in and cut off. So when you have a conversation, you have to let other people speak. Be quiet. So if you do a quick Google search, since both of you people don't know what you're talking about, a quick Google search will tell you this. A 2011 media report announced that a Swiss genetic testing company, Ignia, had determined King Tut's Y chromosome haplogroup was R1b1A2, a subtype common in Western Europeans. However, the company reported that reportedly derived its data from a documentary, not an independent scientific analysis from the pharaoh's actual remains.
Okay.
So I find it funny how you can quickly go online and look this stuff up, but since both of you are low IQ, you don't do that because
I
it
just
doesn't fit
told
the
you
narrative.
that's the
Stop cutting me.
haplogroup. I
Calm
think I just
down,
told you
calm
that's
down,
the
calm
haplogroup.
down,
What did I
calm
need to look
down,
up?
calm down, relax. You have a low IQ. Calm down. You keep
What?
over talking
They did.
people, and you have to calm down when you
You
have
need to. You're
stop
projecting.
talking.
You're
Calm down.
projecting.
Relax. Relax. It's okay. Relax. Calm down. Low impulse control. So a simple Google search will tell you that. And actually, that actual study comes from a Reddit post. It's not a actual scientific
Oh,
study
so
that was
Reddit
done.
conducted the study?
Stop talking. You have a low IQ and you have a low impulse control.
You're
So you can't
repeating
stop
yourself,
talking.
dude. You're just going in
No, you're
circles.
babbling and talking. You're babbling and talking. And actually, where's your family from?
Armenia.
Why are you not in Armenia right now?
Wow, dude, that's
Exactly.
What?
So
Who
yeah,
gives a
you fled.
fuck?
The point is you fled your homeland. The point that I'm trying to make is though that
So?
the thing that you're citing is no proof to it. You're citing a Reddit post that was
Okay.
not actually done by
You
scientists.
sound
So when I
very
come on the
mad.
live and I
You
ask
sound
you, when
very
I come
mad.
on the live, when I come on the live and I ask both of you who did the study, and neither of you know that the same study that you're bringing up, it kind of goes to show how a lot of
Okay.
you people operate.
Do
You
you know
guys
what a
don't have any
haplogroup
facts when you
is?
come to conversations with people that you assume don't do the research. And if you
Okay.
don't believe me,
Have
everyone
you done
listening to the sound,
research on
everyone
haplogroups?
that's listening to the sound of my voice right now, all you have to do is go to Google and just type in King Tut Armenian descent, and it will tell
Mm-hmm.
you that this actual study that they're talking about comes from a Reddit post that came from a documentary, not a actual scientific study. So
How would a
everything that you're
documentary
saying right
determine a
now and everything that
haplogroup?
you're going to continue to say is actually a talking point in which you guys have no actual intellectual studies on. Thank you very much, Tariq. I
Okay.
appreciate you letting me
Okay.
speak. We're
Now,
just gonna
and
listen to the
do you
babble of
know what a
people.
haplogroup is?
Do you
Oh,
know?
Oh, okay, okay.
yeah, I can try to explain it here. I was look, I wasn't. I'm not here to take away anyone's history or anything, but from what we know, the 18th dynasty of Egypt, which is the dynasty that King Tut belonged to, it's not to say King Tut is an Armenian man speaking Armenian in ancient Egypt or whatever, but he had an Armenian paternal ancestor. Some years back or some generations back or whatever. See, Egypt had many dynasties, and some of them had come from foreign lands. They're not all ancient Egyptian or ancient Nubian or whatever. So that's all it is. I mean, that guy sounded very mad and very upset about this fact. But I'm sorry, Bubba didn't explain it that well. But Bubba was correct. He did have King Tut has a haplogroup that's most commonly associated with Armenians. Believe it or not, guys, history is diverse. People came from different lands and stuff like that. We don't have to chimp out or get so insecure about everything and then call each other low IQ. I mean, we could
Yeah,
look into this stuff.
what pimping out is you fleeing Armenia, and the thing is, Armenia just relatively existed. So I mean, recently existed. How can you say somebody was from somewhere that didn't even damn exist?
Oh, sure, fair enough. I mean, they're from the South Caucasus, if we want to be exact.
Yeah, but the people there in modern Armenia, it's not the same as the people, and plus that whole shit. the the haplogroup similarities. That doesn't mean ethnic identity.
Oh,
It-
no, I agree with you. It doesn't necessarily mean ethnic identity. I'm referring to a geographic location. But yeah, no, I agree with you on that. Our Armenian language wasn't spoken there yet.
right, yeah, was no such thing, and an Armenian didn't exist back then. Hell, Armenia really didn't exist as a nation state. It was
Fair enough, but we can agree it was a West Asian, like a Middle
who?
Eastern, like a Middle Easterner.
Hell, even the term Middle Eastern didn't exist to 1880.
Right, but Middle Easterners certainly existed.
Yeah, but did they? What's the Middle Eastern?
Well, dude, I
But,
mean, it was. Do you know
but
what year King Tut lived?
yeah, because yeah, that's Africa. You know, the
No,
term Middle.
okay. So, what century did King Tut live in?
It was shit. What century was that? 3000 BC, something like
It
that.
was
What?
it was 1300 BC. So there was definitely Middle Easterners around that time.
Yeah, but they were black. I mean, shit. The pale skinned people, they started kind of coming later. Yeah, but when you look at different paintings and drawings, many of the people, they were dark melanated people, woolly haired people. This whole Persian Turkish type of thing.
Tariq,
And
would you say I'm melanated? Do I look melanated to you?
no, no, no. You look whitened up, not quite Anglo. That's why you guys are on the peripheral of white supremacy.
Okay. Fair enough.
Guys in it too much because y'all, you Armenians, y'all mix with too much stuff. That's why them bigger Kardashian asses that don't let y'all get into full Anglo-ness. But again, Armenians as a nation state didn't really exist until what, the 18th, 19th century.
Oh
So
no, we existed much more than that, but we didn't exist in 1300 BC. See, I'm agreeing with you on that point. That's fair
right,
enough. But yeah,
right.
don't sell us short though. It wasn't. It was long before the 19th century.
But no, as a nation state,
Oh
Armenia
yeah, no, we had kingdoms, or before Christ, we had kingdoms before Christ.
it wasn't Armenia though.
Yes, it
Was
was. Yes, it was, man. Yes,
really
yeah, man.
before Christ?
500 BC. 500 BC.
Wasn't it part of like the Ottoman Empire? Or,
Oh no, the Ottomans came much later. No, it was part of the Achaemenid old Persian Empire, but it was like our first kingdom started in like the 500s BC. But yeah,
right.
we're ancient, man. We're an old nation.
Yeah, but Armenia not really, because it was like mixed in with Russia and all this old weird shit. It
No,
was all
no, no. See, those are later groups. Tariq, come on, man. You're like selling us short, man. We're an old nation.
okay. I don't know, and not really. It's you kind of new booty. Um,
Okay.
not really. You're not really that old. It's just kind of, it was a little amalgamation of different kingdoms over there, and they just said, okay, you're gonna be Armenia. So yeah. So to try to claim, just like with the people over in Egypt now, they have nothing to do with ancient Egypt whatsoever. These are invaders who came centuries
I,
later.
I didn't even claim King Tut. I was just here to say that the study pointed out a haplogroup. That the haplogroup discovery was kind of interesting. We don't even claim King Tut. We're not saying King Tut was over there speaking, Armenian and stuff like that. It's one haplogroup that coincidentally matches with Armenian ones. We can't even be sure about how it arrived, but. I just want to clarify that I do post on DNA very often. I do know a lot about this topic. So I just kind of wanted to bring clarity to that. I appreciate you having me up, Tariq.
There you go. All right, Murat. All right. Don't you chimp out with all that little racially coded shit. But yeah, the Armenians came later. They came later. Sure, they're the modern nation state of Armenia. I mean, the name has been around. The name was around, but um, as a nation state, that came way later. Just like Italy. Italy didn't become a nation, a centralized nation state until the 1880s or something like that. So a lot of these places, their history, it's a little sketchy. It's more sketchy than people imagine. Goodness. Oh, let me get our brother Suntan. He's our Greek brother. Let's get our Greek brother Suntan in here.
Hey Tariq, I just wanted to chime in on the royal DNA. You know, people forget that royals marry other people from other nations to cement treaties. So when you see a royal like Tutankhamun having a DNA that might come from Anatolia, there's recorded histories of the kings marrying off their daughters and such. So that explains it right there. So there's no need to say that this dynasty originated outside of Egypt. They just had foreign uh, marriages to cement treaties, and that passed down through the royal bloodline. So
Yeah.
I'll let my plane on that.
And also that whole King Tut had D in that R1B1A2 haplogroup. They never confirmed that by the Egyptian authorities. That was never really confirmed. That was some shit that came from the Discovery Channel 2010, and was never peer reviewed. It just got on TV and said it. It was on some "I'm white and I say so" shit. So that's them. And look, they always do that. Every decade, they come out here talking about King Tut got some type of DNA that can trace somewhere in Europe. Remember, they used to say his ass was from Scotland. They used to say King Tut's DNA was Scottish, and then they say that he's Armenian, and it's all over the place. And then next they're gonna be saying his ass was Puerto Rican. They found some Goya in the damn coffin. They're gonna say any damn thing. Every decade, it's a new lie they tell. Like we can't see his black ass and his black ass grandma up at the museum. No, dude, it's the haplogroups, dude. It doesn't matter if she's black. So yeah, this I'm white and I say so. Let's get Big Hawk in the building. Let's get Big Hawk in here. Big Hawk in the building. What's up, Big Hawk?
What's up with you, Big Flex?
Good. I see Crispus Attucks in that picture, in the profile picture. Oh,
You already know. You already know, man.
yes, indeed. What's on your mind, brother?
Yeah, I just wanted to say that, these anthropologists have been racist all the way up until this time in history. You know what I'm saying? So we
Oh, yeah.
can't trust a lot of things that they pull that they try to put out. I remember they had made that new sculpting of who was it? Damn, I forget the oh, God, why is this slipping? Um anyway, what was it? I forget exactly who it was, but the reshaping of it was totally unlike anything that would come out of Africa. You know what I'm saying? And then like you could see what the depictions of the ancestors had made him versus what they had made them. And I just said, oh my God, these people, they just have to tie themselves to the holy people all over the globe somehow, some way,
Right.
but they try to take it away, instead of paying homage and giving the proper respect, where it's deserved. Aliens and all of this shit. Instead of saying, hey, look, here's a developmental period at which you can see how the ancestors did it, how they came from Lower Egypt all the way up into to the Upper Nile and created what are that of the Greater Pyramids and stuff like that. So, I just think it's interesting.
No, no doubt. Thank you so much, brother Hawk. Let me get American Black in the building.
What's up, brother Tariq? What's up? What's up, man? Two things. One, with the whole ancient Egypt thing, the 18th dynasty, they're famous for being one of the blackest dynasties of Egypt because they were from the southern part of Aswan.
Oh yeah.
Um, so like the 18th dynasty, if you want to look at like a black grandma, look up Ahotep. Ahotep, she's just a skeleton, but you could see her braids, her dreadlocks, or whatever. Um,
Mhm.
but they describe them as the most, sort of African looking dynasty, which is why it's funny he's saying all that. But King Tut, he does have R1B, but they don't know what subclade. So there's a type of R1B that you find in Chad and parts of West and Central Africa, actually, right?
Mhm.
In parts of East Africa. And so we don't know which clade he had. And so what white supremacists do is they lie and they say, well, we know it was European. We actually don't know. But Soykita ran the Amarna dynasty, which is that dynasty, through a population affiliator, and they were heavily sub-Saharan African. So there's really no question about that dynasty. And then the second thing I want to talk to you about is when it comes to ethnogenesis, can we really say that people undergo an ethnogenesis because they immigrate, right? Like, so there's Nigerians who might engage in Black American culture. They might eat soul food. They might enjoy our culture. They might go to churches, whatever, right? But I don't feel like they could ever be a part of my culture. Um, and so I don't think that a Black American who just moves somewhere else has a different culture, or is a part of a different ethnic group than us. You know what I mean? I feel like that's harmful, and it separates Black Americans who might just be expats somewhere else. You know what I mean? It's like you've been gone for like 5 years. Now you're a different ethnic group because your kid was born somewhere else. And also, could you bring up, if you can find them, FBA Trey?
No, but let me ask you. So you're saying that you don't think that we foundational Black Americans we had an ethnogenesis here? You don't think we did?
So our ethnogenesis was you were talking about different mixes and stuff like that. That was our ethnogenesis, a different mix of cultures and peoples that came together, right? We
Mhm.
experienced that as a group. Groups go through ethnogenesis, right? But individuals cannot experience an ethnogenesis. Drake didn't experience an ethnogenesis just because he was born in Canada,
Right. There
right?
we go. Good.
He's
Got it.
Jewish and Black American. He's
Okay.
Jewish and Black American, right?
Right.
So
Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying now. Right. So yeah, it's a group thing. Yeah, we as a group, we became a whole different group with whole different customs, whole different experiences and circumstances.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I get what you're saying. There
and
you go.
and Nigerians, British people, Irish people, all these other immigrants, they're still British. They might be quote unquote American, and maybe there's some cultural difference, but you can still say you come from Britain, you come from India, you come from Nigeria. With me and you and our people, we can only say that we come from America. You can't
Right.
find Black Americans anywhere else.
That's true. Yeah, good stuff, man. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you. Let's get X in the building.
Hey, what's up? This is my first time calling. I've missed most of the show because I've been getting swamped at work. But
Okay.
I've been listening to you for like 3 months. I think you're knowledgeable as you are hilarious. I just bought that book about the mobs and shit, so I'm excited to get that done.
Okay.
But my name is Raheem. I'm a foundational Black American,
Okay.
and yeah, I heard about royal bloodline. I heard you talking about King Tut. I don't know if it's been mentioned yet, but there's actually descendants of Ramses the Third, and I'm actually one of those. I found that out through freaking 23andMe. So I
There's a
could
lot
be.
of Black
Go ahead.
in with that Ramses bloodline over here for some reason. I've seen that before.
Yeah, people's like the Egyptians were white, this or that. This is like proof. Ramses is a black dude from sub-Saharan. Like that is it's a black dude. Now people like to cap on the 25th dynasty, but now he's from the 20th, and I'm sure like Nomar, like the first Egyptian, the one that brought Upper and Lower together. I'm pretty sure he was a black guy as well.
Oh yeah, my man. All right, thank you so much, X. I
Yes,
appreciate
sir.
it. B boy Ra.
Yo, can you hear me, Tariq?
What's up? Yeah, I can hear you. What's up, brother?
Hey, peace to you. Hey, I'm not going to be long. Since y'all are talking about the subject of ancient Egypt, I just wanted to let everybody know our good brother, Dr. Ben Carson, is an expert on the subject. We're talking about the Ben Carson that was on the previous Trump administration.
Yeah, him.
Yes, maybe 10 years ago, I was on YouTube. He has this interview he did with some white dude, and he was just off the top of the dome, going back to the fifth dynasty onwards, and he could drop it off the top of the head. And so people should research that. It's a beautiful interview, and he just breaks it all down.
Ben Carson, man, he's actually a very, very bright dude, man. Did he came up with some kind of brain surgery or something?
He was the first person to do a successful detachment of conjoined twins
Right.
by the head. Yeah, he's a brilliant brother, but he actually knows the whole history of ancient Egypt, and he breaks it down off the top of the head from the fifth dynasty on. So
No,
just check that out. So peace
no,
to it.
no doubt. Thank you. Yeah, Ben Carson. He did some samboing a little bit, but yeah, he's a very, very brilliant brother. Brilliant, brilliant brother. I give credit where credit is due. Uh, let's get Killamonga tribe of FBA. All right, let's get the Killamonga tribe. The Killamunga tribe of FBA. Killamunga. Yo, Killamunga, hop on in, unmute your mic if you can. And then we'll get Fire. Fire, hop on in because Killamunga ain't saying nothing. Fire, whoever the person is with the fire and the bike, fire, pleasure, sex. Let's get fire, pleasure, sex. Okay.
Hello, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me?
What's up, Fire?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, brother. What's happening?
Oh, what's up? How you doing, Flex? Yeah, I've been listening to you for about 5 years now, and I just wanted to let you know that I really appreciate all the work and the time you've put into educating the Black community. My family is from Jamaica, and I was born in New York, the Bronx. So I represent the Boogie Down Bronx, America, as well as Jamaica. I just wanted to also give you credit for really helping to educate the community about, educating haters and letting haters know about how FBAs are very powerful around the world and very influential, and letting them know that you got to put respect on the FBAs. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate that, and I appreciate that. Thank you, sir. Let's get Killamunga. You good? All right, Killamunga. I'm gonna take you up out the queue, Killamunga. Let me take you up out the queue. All right. Let's get one more good one, guys. Let's get one more good one. Well, who's some of these names? This nigga, hold on. This name right here, T.S. Giselle's Bussy Holster. What the hell?
Yo, Tariq Smith, I'm next to Black America. How you doing?
What- Is this the fake Rodrigo?
It's Rodrigo in the fresh. How you doing, brother? How you doing?
What's up, Rodrigo? How you doing in the Dominican Republic over there? Or
The
where?
Dominican Republic is quite beautiful. Like if I next to Black American niggas, man.
So, you still trying to claim FBA, Rodrigo?
All day, every day, brother. How you doing? How's the museum, brother?
It's good. It's good. It's good. All right.
When we gonna get the new Mink slide album, brother?
Thank you, fake Rodrigo. Wait. Is this the real? Oh wait, this is the real Rodrigo. Hold on, fake Rodrigo, get back up. We got the real Rodrigo in here. Hold on, I'm gonna have both of
It's one of your people. This nigga's not me with that moist ass accent.
you. Get back on. Hold on, we got to get we had your tether up here.
Now, not me with that moist ass accent playing. I
Oh,
sound FBA. This is the New York FBA accent.
he had you down pat though. He had you down. He
No,
was
that's one of your niggas down from Atlanta, like Little Nas X or Saucy Santana. It's one of your niggas.
no. He had you, brother. He had you. He had you locked in, man.
No, he got you locked in, just like you got Saucy Santana and Little Nas X locked in, because it's your culture.
No. It ain't Saucy Santana Caribbean like you. So yeah, that's your
No,
culture.
he's FBA like you. He's one of those Miami FBA. You know, Miami also has a high age
Oh no,
rate because of all of the FBA gayness down there.
not with the name Santana. He's a fellow Latino like
No,
you.
I think he explained the name Santana. He was influenced by Babysitter or something like that.
Oh no. That's your people. Wide bussy and all. That's your people,
No,
sir.
Lil Nas X was your people on the Hollywood stroll talking about selling pussy after a party, inviting people to a pussy party.
Oh Lord, no. We don't.
I'm gonna go though. I just couldn't have that nigga, to put dirt on my name.
Okay, yeah, we got to have your name clean out here in these internet streets. All right. Oh goodness. All right. Now it's getting crazy. Let me get up out of here, man. Everybody, go get y'all tickets right now at hiddenhistorymuseum.com for the Funny Fall Fest. We got a great comedy show and mingle event we happening at the Hidden History Museum Saturday, October 4th. We need to see everybody in the place. It's going to be on and popping. We want you guys to come on down and chop it up with us, man. Get your tickets at hiddenhistorymuseum.com. Also get that deodorant Rootwork at rootworkstyle.com. I'm up out of here, guys. Puppy Akute, Lalavuve to the family. Peace.